Hello students, in this video we'll discuss the difference quotient of a function of a real variable. If we're given a function y equals f of x, we can look at its graph. Here's the x-axis and then here's the y-axis. And I'm going to consider a point over here C, which will correspond to a value f of c. Okay. And my question is, we'd like to address the following question. What is the slope of the tangent line to y equals f of x at x equals c? That's our question, okay? In other words, I'd like to find this slope over here. So there's the tangent line, the line that just barely touches the graph of the function. That's the tangent line. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to approximate that slope by looking at secant lines. And so what we'll do is we're going to look at a point that's different over here. I'm going to look at maybe a point c plus h, for example. And that will correspond to the value f of c plus h. And then those two values are known to me if I'm given this function over here. And so what I can do then is I can find the slope of that secant line. So the slope of the secant line is m. And of course, this m is a function of h. It depends on h over here. Depends on h and the point c in question. Is going to be what? Is going to be f of c plus h minus f of c. It's the rise over the run over c plus h minus c. And so this will simplify to f of c plus h minus f of c all divided by h. So that's the slope of the secant line. And now as h gets closer and closer and closer and closer to 0, what's happening is that secant line is getting closer and closer and closer to a better approximation of the tangent line. So we say that f is differentiable at x equals c if the limit as h approaches 0 of f of c plus h minus f of c all over h exists. That limit has to exist, and we've already covered what it means for a limit to exist. So I want that limit to exist. When this limit exists, we call it f prime of c. So when this limit exists, this limit will be equal to what's known as f prime of c, and that f prime of c is the what? The answer to this question is the slope of the tangent line to y equals f of x at x equals c is exactly this number over here, f prime of c, the derivative of f at c. Thank you very much.